In this episode, I'm going to explain why a financial planner was livid when he waited too long to take out life insurance on his own life. Get ready. I hope you learned something from me sharing this story. So I'm Doug Andrew. I've been a financial strategist and a retirement planning specialist now for north of 5 decades, helping thousands of Americans optimize their assets and minimize taxes. And my favorite financial vehicle, without question, is a properly structured, maximum funded indexed universal life. People come to me primarily to accumulate money tax-free and be able to access that money tax-free and generate tax-free income so that every $1 million they accumulate in a property structured max funded IUL can generate 8, 9, 10% payouts. That would be $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 a year of tax-free income for their golden years, okay? The death benefit is secondary, okay? They don't come to me necessarily wanting or needing life insurance. Well, I remember years ago, as I was helping many clients do this, there was a financial advisor. He was not working for me, but he knew that I was a specialist with max funded IUL, but he also thought, well, I really would like to have some death benefit. And even though he was pretty confident as a financial advisor that he could invest money that he helps clients with in the stock market and mutual funds, that he could probably do as good or better than maybe maximum funded IUL. But he did recognize, wow, if you do this right, if IUL performs as well as Mr. Andrew talks, a tax-free return would perform as good or better than the after-tax returns that I'm providing for my clients in a volatile stock market portfolio where we hope to earn, 10, 11, 12% rates of return, and then after tax netting 8 or 9. Mr. Andrew showing people that they can earn 8 or 9 tax-free. And the life insurance is sort of coming along for the ride. Now, if you don't understand what I just said, you're going to want to take advantage of a gift I want to give you at the end of my most recent book, The Laser Fund. But he came to me and he said, okay, I want one of these IUL policies. And I love the flexibility because I do need some death benefit. And I've been putting it off, thinking, I'm young, I don't need life insurance, but I'm a financial advisor and I'm telling clients that they need it, and I don't sell it. And so, I point them to you, Mr. Andrew, and now I need to walk my talk, and I need to take out a policy myself for the death benefit. But I'm young and I'm healthy. I want to use this possibly for living benefits like you tout. And if you perform well, I may see the light and see why you could actually perform as good or better than my clients in mutual funds, especially after tax. Okay. So he took out a policy with me. We filled out the application and we scheduled the medical exam. It's actually a paramed exam. And they came and they took blood samples and urine samples, which is typical. And all of a sudden, we got news that he was turned down by the insurance company underwriting team because of the results of the blood, and the lab results showed that he had liver cancer. Now, he was livid. He was so upset, and I couldn't quite figure out. I said, now you're upset, why? And he said, well, I'm upset, first of all, because I have liver cancer and I didn't know it, but I'm very upset because I wish I would have taken out this life insurance sooner than now, and that I would have had that in place. Because if I die now in the next few years, my family is not going to have life insurance proceeds, which I preach to my own clients that the best way to take care of your family is to have life insurance. And he said, here I am, and I didn't have it. And now I don't look good in front of my clients because I didn't even walk my talk and I didn't have life insurance in place. And now I know that it's on my medical record that I have terminal cancer and I won't be able to get life insurance. And he was very upset because he wanted to get it. And he was kicking himself that he wished he could have gotten it a year or two earlier before he would have had this diagnosis. I felt really bad for this man. And he was so upset, and I understand why. And I think the blessing that came out of it is that the life insurance exam that revealed that he had liver cancer, they were able to treat it earlier than if he had not gotten the life insurance application filled out and been required to have an exam. And so later on, I learned that he actually got to extend his life for a few more years because we didn't nip it in the bud, but we were able to treat it earlier so that he could spend some more years with his family before he passed away. So it was a blessing in disguise, but it was unfortunate that he did not have, $1 million or $2 million payout tax-free for just a few $100s of premium had he taken out the life insurance earlier. So the message here is that even though people have come to me as a financial strategist for years, primarily wanting to see where they can reposition underperforming and non-performing assets with relation to liquidity, safety, rate of return, and tax benefits, and when they see that putting that money into properly structured max-funded IUL, even the minimum death benefit required in order for it to be tax-free is usually enough life insurance that it satisfies the needs or a big chunk of the needs for the family if a premature death occurs. And so this story I'll never forget because this financial advisor knew the importance of life insurance, postponed, put it off, thinking I'll get around to it. And when he finally did, it was too late. Don't make that mistake. His story is not the only story like this. Unfortunately, we've had hundreds of people who wanted to take out life insurance for the living benefit, and we actually found out they could not qualify. Having said that, it's amazing how many people think they can't qualify for life insurance because they've had a heart attack or they've had issues or they're overweight or whatever, and they're shocked to find out that they actually could qualify. I've had people, I had a 78-year-old years ago that had 3 blocked arteries, adult onset diabetes, a prostate cancer episode, 6 sisters all predeceased him and 3 brothers predeceased him. And he thought he was uninsurable, but we applied to 2 or 3 companies and we found a company that rated him table D. Now that's 100% more in insurance cost than the normal 78-year-old. He had the life expectancy of an 83-year-old. But what he wanted was tax-free accumulation of his money, and we were able to do that. He was able to earn 11% and net 10% because the cost of insurance for him at an effective age of age 83 was the same as a 20-year-old female because the amount of insurance required was less because of his age and because of his health is even less. And he repositioned $500,000 so that he could generate $50,000 a year of tax-free income. So you want to take advantage of the merits of life insurance, which most people come to us because of the living benefits, the tax-free accumulation of tax-free income. But don't underestimate the life insurance that is also very valuable that will maximize what you leave behind when you die. And that has come into play more often than you would think for many, many of our clients. So if you want to learn more about the merits of max-funded IUL, how to diversify and create the foundation for a tax-free retirement, I would recommend you study my book, The Laser Fund, which is actually 2 books in one. This white-covered side is about 200 pages, 14 chapters with all the charts and graphs and explanations if you're a left-brain learner. If you're more of a right-brain learner, you learn more by stories of how max-funded IUL, what I call a laser fund, does for all kinds of, different goals, objectives, college funding, retirement planning, emergency funds, business working capital, real estate management, and death benefit. You can flip it over and read this side. And this has 62 actual client stories. So if you would like to, this has been flying off of our warehouse shelves, but you can pick it up on Amazon for between $20 up to $60. And if you do that, thank you, but I'll give you a copy for free. You simply go to laserfund.com or click on the link, go to the link below, and you contribute a nominal amount towards the shipping and handling. I'll cover the rest of that, and I'll pay for the book. I'll fire out a hard copy to you via priority mail. And while you're in there claiming your free copy, if you like to listen and learn or watch and learn, there's those formats available for your learning and investment. You can schedule a free educational webinar we teach every week. There's no cost or obligation to register for that. And you can even schedule an appointment to talk to an IUL professional that will show you and create illustrations, no cost, no obligation, on how a property structured max funded IUL will work in your particular set of circumstances for living benefits and the death benefit that comes along for the ride, meaning it's being paid for with otherwise payable tax that most people shut out in unnecessary tax, following the herd, putting their money in IRAs and 401ks and the like.